Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Omar, and today is 26th of December 2015. It is a beautiful Saturday out there. I just, I woke up pretty early today, so although I know it's the holidays and I shouldn't be looking a chance, but since I woke up early and no one else is awake in my home, I just thought I'll take a look at charts and make a small recording for the blog, the website. Okay, so here we go. This is Audi Canadian. We have had a strong uptrend, but there is nothing which I can do over here. I don't see any trades or any patterns. Let's take a look at Audi Swiss. Nothing. We have been just going down and then going up by giving us small candles. So nothing for me over here. Audi Yuan. I am already in this. I already have a trade in this currency pair. I am basically short Audi Yuan. Uh, Based on this big shadow candle, which closed negative. I shorted below the low of this candle on December 18th. It's in a bit of a drawdown, and I it's a slow time relatively speaking, mainly because of the holidays. So I will be in this trade until my stop gets hit, which is over here, or it moves down in profit. Let's see. Then we have Audi New Zealand. I think my baby just woke up and she's crying. That's fine. She's with the nanny. Okay, so Audi New Zealand. Well, Audi again. This Audi New Zealand is basically in a downtrend, and we've had a bit of consolidation over here. But this is nothing for me to trade over here as well. Audi Singaporean dollar. Again, this is what my mentor calls the chart of losing money. You see these up down candles with no clear signal, no clear trend. I try to stay away from these as I like my capital, I like my money. So yeah, no trade for me over here. Audi US dollar, we went down, we went up. I don't see any signal. I don't see anything worth discussing or trading. It's just there's nothing for me over here. Okay, Canadian Swiss. We have had a very decent fall recently. We are still in the downtrend, I believe. I might enter into a trade in this one if I can get a decent signal at these lows at this zone. Let me just draw it for you. Where is that? Yeah, rectangle. Somewhere over here. If it goes up, gives me a pullback and gives me a signal to sell, I will probably enter a trade over here. I think it's a decent spot, but I mean it can continue down as well and test this zone over here as well. um, Only God knows what's gonna happen next, and interestingly, God doesn't trade. I can just react on what the market gives me. I normally don't like to forecast. Over to the next one, we have Canadian Yen. I am also short this pair. I shorted it over here at this big shadow. It's in profit. It's I think currently at 86.83. My position would be at 87. Yeah, it's little. It's close to 100 pips in profit. So I'm holding this one, and let's see where it takes me. Then we have the Swiss Japanese. We had a big shadow over here which I didn't take. I didn't like this consolidation over here, and also it wasn't on a very clear zone. I have this zone over here, but well, it actually missed it by a few pips. So for me, it wasn't it just didn't make any sense. I had a feeling of it didn't fall on my rules, to be honest with you. It had to be on a zone, and I didn't like this cluster of candles uh, which were formed before it. Okay, over to the next one we have Euro Canadian dollar. Again, the pair have moved up substantially. I don't see any trades. This is a key zone. We might have a double top over here, but nothing for now. We have Euro British Pound. It has gone up in the last few weeks, and we have had a minor retrace candle, but again, there is nothing for me over here. Euro Yen. Um, well, yeah, there was a big shadow candle over here, but to be honest, there's I didn't take it because of the same reasons I didn't take the bearish big shadow on the Swiss Japanese. I don't like this cluster of candles, and plus for Euro Japanese, for this one, this huge big blue candle, huge bullish candle put me off. So I just wanted to, let this one pass. Euro New Zealand. Okay, Euro Kiwi gave us a very nice pin bar, but as of now I don't trade pin bar, so I didn't take this one. But it was nice, and it sure shot gave the way for the price to go down, which as you can see it went down, and it's still going down. But these small little candles, they are normally sign of less liquidity, mainly because of the holiday season. So I would like to keep my hands off such pairs which have low volatility and volume, so low volume these days. Okay, then we have the Euro Singaporean dollar. Nothing for me. There was a big shadow, but this was a data candle. Not the data candle. This was basically when Draghi spoke about the quantitative easing in the asset purchase program in the eurozone, and he fell short of the market expectations in terms of increasing the quantitative easing, expanding it, and the euro went up. I still think that was an overreaction. I think Eurozone needs. They will. I'm not. Well, let's not discuss if they need it or not, but they will go for a huge expansion in their QE program in the months to come. Um, so I think this was a bit of an overreaction by the market, and it will eventually slide lower. But for me, there is no trade until I can see a clear signal. Euro dollar, we had a bearish big shadow over here. I didn't take it. It didn't fit my criteria. There was no zone. I didn't like these candles, the cluster of these candles as well, but mainly there was no zone, so yeah, no trade for me over there. We have British pound, Aussie. Again, we went up, went down. We might double top over here. It's a very decent zone, but again, for me, no trade. Then I have Euro Aussie. Uh, this was a strong resistance. I drew this rectangle long before price came and touched that. I was looking for a signal over here, a bearish signal over here to enter short. I didn't get one, unfortunately. So I'm still waiting for one. I'll let apply. I think we should see the price sliding down and then coming back up and hitting this zone. If it gives us another selling signal, then we might take it. We have British Canadian dollar. Nothing for me over here. We are just resting on this zone. No clear direction, no clear trend to me. Then we have British pound Swissy. Okay, we came sharply down. Actually, I forecasted this downtrend. This, you can see this spin bar. I loved this one, but since my system doesn't involve trading pin bars, I didn't take it, but I loved it and see where the price has come since then. But for me, no trade in this so far, just wait and see game. Then we have British pound and Japanese yen. I think, yeah, my baby's crying actually. My nanny is trying to rock the baby to sleep, which is why she, while she is trying to sleep, she makes these kind of sounds. So this is interesting. Okay, so British pound, Japanese yen. We had this big shot over here, but basically this was a no trade, didn't form in a zone, and the overall structure of the price was not trade worthy, so I let it pass. Although it broke below this zone, we could have taken a pullback trade over here, but I didn't like it honestly. And well, in these low volume, low volatility times during holiday season, I normally only take a trade when it makes perfect sense to me. When the signal is perfect. This one was good, but not perfect, so I didn't take it. Okay, moving on to British pound, New Zealand dollar. Prices broke below this zone. This is huge because the next zone is quite far. Unfortunately, we didn't get any signals, so we couldn't take it. But yeah, this is an interesting chart. We have British pound, US dollar. I'll see if I can get a signal over here, a short signal over here. If I do, I will definitely short this one. The zone looks interesting. The price is in a beautiful downtrend. As you can see, we have lower highs and lower lows, which is perfect. This is a very good rhythm from the market, and I'll wait for a signal. If I get it, I will definitely enter a trade. New Zealand Canadian dollar. Nothing to see. We are just going in an uptrend. No signal, no trade for me. New Zealand Swizzy. We had a kangaroo tail over. We had a pin bar over here, but yeah, no trade for me. Just small little candles. New Zealand Japanese. Again, we might be in a triangle or in yeah, or stuck, within these range, this range. So no trade for me. New Zealand dollar, nothing. We are just banging near this resistance. I think we're gonna break it, and we're gonna break it hard this time. See, this is a very interesting thing. If you see price banging on a zone for multiple times, with each subsequent time it touches the zone, the probability of breaking it actually goes up. So we bang this zone over here, 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 and now we are again hitting this zone. So I think we are close to breaking above, breaking high. This will be interesting. If it does break high, I'll wait for it to come down, give me a pullback, and give me a bullish signal. Then probably we can, enter a trade in this one. This one looks interesting, definitely. Okay, dollar Canadian. So US dollar Canadian. Um, we are just in a very huge uptrend. Nothing interesting over here for me. US dollar Swizzy. Nothing for me over here as well. Price is just stuck over here. Japanese yen gave a very interesting bearish big shadow candle. I didn't take this. It wasn't perfect, and it was um, the holiday season. Basically, what I didn't like about this one was it touched two of my zones, and it was a huge candle, which is something which puts me off. I would have preferred it to touch only one zone, give me a pullback or a bounce of only one zone. Two zones normally make it a bit difficult to trade, difficult to understand. So this one was a no-go for me. But yeah, off holiday seasons during normal times I would have considered this, but yeah, this holiday season made it not trade worthy for me. Okay, Mexican. This was yeah. There's nothing here. Just a lot of small candles. Nothing interesting. Singaporean dollar. The thing we're just stuck in this box. As you can see, we are stuck in this range. Nothing interesting for me. South African rand. Nothing. We had a big uptrend, a very decent uptrend. We are currently in a pullback sort of a scenario, but nothing for me over here. Okay, silver. Um, this is interesting. Silver is basically is hitting this key zone over here. I am not sure if we are going to see bounce below this zone or a break above this zone, but it would be interesting to see. I'll not trade this right now. My bias is short in silver, but I'll wait for this to give me a clear signal before I enter my trade. Gold has a similar situation. It is bouncing off these lows over here. Again, my bias is short, but I'll not do anything unless I get a clear signal. It might very well break above this zone as well, but this these cluttered candles, they basically they tell me that this is not a good time to trade. Okay, platinum. I normally don't trade this, but I follow it from time to time in case we have a good trade in it. So far, nothing. We might touch this zone in the coming weeks, but yeah, nothing interesting. We had a big shadow over here. But the problem was I didn't like the place it formed. I would have preferred it to be somewhere over here with a stronger zone, so we can see. We could have seen a decent move, but it was a bit low. It printed a bit low. Let me just draw this zone so you can see it properly. I would have preferred it to be here, but it formed pretty low, and you can see the price didn't respect it as well, and it just moved up. It just slid up. So it's very important you follow all the rules of the system, and you basically take only the best trades to minimize your losses and preserve your capital. Okay, oil. Now the problem with this chart is I'm short oil right now, but somehow so I trade with Oanda, but this is these charts are by Fixium. Mostly the charts are the same as well, mostly the charts are same between ON and FXCM, but this one is different. The price is a bit different because I think FXCM is using a different contract for crude oil, while Oanda is using a different contract. So I shorted this at this candle. Actually, this was the trigger candle. Yeah, when it broke below this pullback blue candle. In my on the charts, this is actually not in such a big drawdown. The price is I think around 37. Yeah. So but yeah, this is where I'm short at. I am expecting crude oil to respect these lows over here and respect this zone and fall, but I'm not sure this time. It looks pretty bad. It's in a bad situation. I am just waiting for the next week to fold out and show me what's in store. But yeah, I shot it over here and it doesn't look good to me right now. So let's see. Let's see where it takes us. Then we have the S&P. I also don't trade the S&P. I just look at it once in a while. We had a very interesting big shadow candle. It didn't form in a zone, so I discounted this one, but um, again we are in a closed range, in a box, in a consolidation mode until we break below these lows or above these highs. There is nothing for us to discuss in this. It's just stuck. Okay, that's great. I don't discuss normally the other indices because I don't trade those. So that's that. These are the charts. I if you have any questions, please do feel free to post them below the video. I would gladly answer them. So guys, happy holidays. Make the most out of what's left from these holidays. Stay away from the charts. Try to spend more time with the family. This is the time when you regroup and build your energy for next year. I am trying to do that as well. I am trying to stay away from charts as well. It's just when I'm the only one awake in the house and there's nothing to do, I fire up my charts. So yeah, I'll see you soon. I will try to post the update of the charts next week along with the update on my 3 trades. Meanwhile, have a blast. Take care. Bye bye.